This is Gary Smith of Raddy Smith Funeral Home. We're honored to be sponsoring the Veteran of the Month project here on WYEA 106.5. All military veterans deserve our deepest respect, recognition, and admiration for the decision they made to serve, defend, and protect our country. It's an honor to be a part of sharing some of their stories.
Our Veteran of the Month for September is Dorothy Noell. Dorothy joined the United States Army in 1975 and served in the medical field. She comes from a family of those who served in the military as well. She served in several places, including Germany, and even went to air assault school.
I entered in the United States Army as an E3, and I got that rank because I had been to school and I had my nursing license, so I automatically went in as an E3 at Fort McClellan, and then I went to AIT at Fort Sam Houston, Texas, and when I completed that, I was promoted to the rank of E5. My first duty station was Fort Campbell, Kentucky, with the 101st. They had a thing going there about those air assault wings, and I was determined I'm going to get me some of those wings. Well, there's a lot you have to go through to get those wings. You can't just take a written test and pass it, and you get the wings. I parachuted out the helicopter. I propelled down the tower. I did the 5-mile march, full equipment. The only thing that kept me from getting my wings, and I'm still mad about that today, is that I could not swim the entire length of that big old long swimming pool in full gear. That's the only thing that kept me from getting it. My MOS was a 91 Charlie. It was medical. I headed the battalion aid station. Then I got transferred to duty station in Germany, where I spent 2.5 years, and that was with the field artillery unit. And I was basically the head medic there. While I was in Germany, I was promoted to the rank of E6. Once I finished my tour there, I went drill status at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, where I stayed on drill status for 2.5 years. Once I finished my drill status duty, I was transferred to the Army Hospital there on Fort Jackson, where I stayed until I received an ETS in 1985. My 3 youngest brothers were all military, and I was from that little small town of Childersburg. It's nothing there, nothing to do, no excitement, and they just gave me all these stories about the Army. That's where you need to be. You can do this and you can do that. So I'm like, to get me out of Childersburg, I'll try it. So I did. I learned a lot about people. I met a lot of interesting people that I probably would never been able to meet anybody even of that type. I met a lot of interesting people. I got to do a lot of interesting things. I had a chance to go to a lot of different places, especially when I was in Germany. I did a lot of traveling while I was over there. But what I really brought back was how to deal with different personalities and this type thing, because, like I say, being in kind of a leadership position, you had to deal with a lot of different attitudes and moods. And sometimes people still tell me now, you're not military anymore. But it's still there, because that was something that was embedded in me, how to treat and deal with that. I still got that military mentality, but I did that for 10 years and then been on drill status for almost 3. I just got that tone sometimes. The biggest thing that, as far as the military goes, is that, we've got to learn how to treat each other, how to deal with each other, to not be afraid to ask, what we don't know or what we need to know, the help that we need, and to just come together. There's only one mission, but there's a lot of people that have to fulfill that mission. And if we could all come together, you do what you can do, I do what I can do, and once everybody do what they can do, the mission will be accomplished. I've had people, some younger people in my community that's fresh out of high school, that have asked that question about what it's like in the military, what would you suggest? And my thing of it is that the military is a job, just like out here in civilian world. There's a lot you've got to learn before you can step into that position. But it's learnable. And that's what you need to do. Decide that you want to make something out of yourself, make something out of your life, be able to do something so you can be proud of yourself. And the military is a good place, but you have to go in with the right attitude. You can't go in with a bad attitude, well, they ain't going to tell me what to do. You can't do that. That's why a lot of them out here in civilian life are on the street now, because they're not used to taking instructions from somebody. And that's what you have to do when you're in the military. If I could do it again, I would do it.
Congratulations to Dorothy Noell, our Veteran of the Month for September.
We'd also like to thank American Legion Post 45 for helping with the selection process. This is Gary Smith of Ratty Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga.